Hello, it's Ryan Liberty. In this video, I'm going to answer the question, what is paranoid personality disorder, also known as PPD? Ooh, Alright, here we are. Let's discuss what is paranoid personality disorder, also known as PPD, but before I get to that, there are a few things that I need to say. The first being that this is not any diagnostic criteria and it should not be used to diagnose anybody. Only a trained professional should be doing that for you, so do not use this to diagnose. It's only short descriptions to point you in the direction of something. Also, the label of paranoid personality disorder, if that bothers you in any way, then you don't have to use that label. It's just a label, so if it doesn't aid in your healing, if it doesn't help you understand better, don't worry about the label. Just look at what we're discussing here and what's going on and see if that fits the situation that you're seeing for yourself or somebody that you love. Personality disorders are not set in stone. They can be changed, and new research is being learned all the time on personality disorders. So don't feel like if this sounds like something that's going on that it's permanent. It is not. There are always ways to change it. So there's that. And unfortunately, people with personality disorders, we have the stigma out there that they're bad people or evil people or something. That is totally 100% false. I would like people to stop using those words when it comes to personality disorders. But on the same spectrum, I must also mention that I know a lot of people are going to come to videos about personality disorders because they're in a relationship with somebody who is showing poor behavior, maybe abusive behavior, and they're trying to understand what's going on. If you are that person, don't worry about whether they have a personality disorder or anything. What you should be concerned about is that you are experiencing some kind of harsh behavior, and you should take steps to protect yourself and get the help and support that you need from somebody or a group of people that will be able to help you. So a therapist, a trusted friend, a hotline, whatever it is that will help you, go out there and seek it. Do not worry about what the other person has. That's not as important as your own safety. So all that said and out of the way, let's discuss paranoid personality disorder. So there is a lot to it, and I don't always keep it all memorized at all times, so I have notes down below I'll be referencing, and we'll talk about it now. So it's something that begins in early childhood, and you will see many of these things going on when we're talking about paranoid personality disorder. So you have suspiciousness, that people are exploiting them, harming them, or deceiving them without a sufficient basis. There is they're preoccupied with baseless doubts about the trustworthiness and loyalty of friends and associates. So generally just suspiciousness of the people around them, and there's no foundation for it. There's just a very basic fundamental suspiciousness. It doesn't have to have a reason behind it. They hesitate to confide in people, with fear that whatever they confide into other people is going to be used against them in some way. They find threatening or hidden meanings in things that maybe aren't even there. Like they'll take something very small and minuscule, hyper-focus in on it, and find something about that means something else, that means that they're being attacked. They persistently hold grudges, and they find it hard to forgive people. They perceive attacks on their character that others don't see, and they're quick to react very angrily against that. They have recurrent suspicions about the fidelity of their intimate partners. The suspiciousness that they have for everybody else carries over to when they're in an intimate relationship, and part of the way that manifests is that they always feel like somebody that they're with is either cheating on them or flirting with other people, or something's always going on. They need to keep tabs on that person at all times. This is not something that's happening because of schizophrenia, bipolar, or depressive disorders with psychotic features, or any psychotic disorder, and this is not due to a medical condition. However, it would be considered what's called pre-morbid if it happens before the onset of schizophrenia. There is treatment for this. as always with personality disorders, and for this in particular, we would do something like talk therapy, psychotherapy. Medication can be used to aid in therapy, but of course I always urge that you go to see a therapist, as they will best be able to put together a treatment plan with you, for you, that's going to work best for your particular situation. So let's get into what it feels like to have this disorder. So as far as what you may experience in your body, you may find that there's some anxious symptoms, some anxiety symptoms. So you may find like sweating, maybe rushing heart, trouble breathing, all those kinds of things, but not necessary to be a part of this disorder. As far as what you're thinking and how things go in your brain, you're constantly suspicious and you're having suspicious thoughts. So you may think things like, why are they saying that? Or you may feel like your stuff is your stuff and you don't want to give it out to other people. So you think things like, that's nobody's business. They shouldn't be bothering me about that. You will tend to look for hidden meanings in things, and you'll be thinking that. You may see compliments. When somebody compliments you, you may be suspicious of it and see it as criticism. And you may negatively stereotype other people. It's very easy when we're in that suspicious state of mind to group people into small categories because we see them as attacking us for being as an outsider, or for us being an outsider to them. Now, emotionally, you're typically going to feel very victimized, because the way that a person with paranoid personality disorder sees the world is that everybody's, they can't trust people, they can't trust the people around them, so they feel victimized by everybody who's persecuting them. They very often feel angry, scared because of feeling like everybody's coming after them. They may be surprised by people's behavior, like when somebody is very kind to them, but at the same time, when they're surprised, they're very untrusting of that feeling of surprise. If you have this, you may feel very jealous of other people, and just dealing with all of this may lead to you feeling depressed. Now, behaviorally, you find that you'll hold things in. You won't share like details about your life. You'll be very hesitant to open up to people. When you feel like people are persecuting you, you're likely going to lash out at them, feel very angry, feel very victimized. You will refuse to answer personal questions. You'll hold grudges and refuse to back down when you have a grudge against somebody. Again, it's very hard for somebody with this disorder to trust. Somebody with this disorder may gather evidence to support inaccurate beliefs. So even though the suspicions may be very baseless and not have anything to back them up, somebody with this disorder, with paranoid personality disorder, may go ahead and seek evidence to make it appear like those suspicions have some weight to them. They may keep to themselves and have difficulty collaborating with other people. For obvious reasons, they may get into tightly knit groups that confirm their beliefs, because that would be one way to trust people. If everybody kind of agrees with you, it would be harder to be suspicious of people when they all agree with you. And you'll find that with paranoid personality disorder, very often you want to control all the people who are around you. And you may have brief psychotic episodes when it just becomes too much when you have this disorder. So it is a very stressful disorder for the person who's experiencing it, as well as the people who are trying to love that person and trying to support them, because very often they're going to be mistrusted and their actions are going to be seen as somehow attacking the person with paranoid personality disorder. But as I said, it is treatable, so go ahead, and if you feel like this is something you're experiencing or a loved one is experiencing, see if you can see a therapist. It is very difficult to get somebody with this disorder to see a therapist, but do what you can and get the support that you need. And I'm glad that you took the time to learn about paranoid personality disorder today with me. Hey, it's Ryan Liberty. If you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up, share with a friend, and leave any questions or comments down below, because that would really help me out. If you're somebody who's gone through a traumatic event and you're feeling cut off from the people around you, I have a free course that will help with that, so please click to get it. And if you'd like to see the rest of my videos, please click subscribe. As always, I want to remind you that your life matters. Nobody can question your worth. However it is that you're feeling, whatever it is that you're going through, it's okay, and you are loved. Thanks again for watching.